What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 2, June 2nd, 2019, of the June Vlog Challenge 2019. How many times can I say 2019? But anyway, so yesterday I said that I was going to my grandparents' 65th anniversary party. Went to that. It was fun. Sat outside, talked to some friends and some family, and just ate some good food. I actually got there, and my mother informed me because I had to eat all day. It started at 2 o'clock yesterday, so I didn't eat breakfast and I didn't eat lunch. So I got two Panhandle, and my mom informs me, "Oh, guess what? There's no food. We're not gonna have food. We're just gonna have like cookies and sweet tea, Texas style, water, and lemon aid." I don't know why lemon aid. Said that like Shatner, but so I was like, this is unacceptable. So I drove my stepmom and my sister to Allsup's. There was an Allsup's a couple blocks down from the venue, and stopped and got two chimneys for $5. So I went ahead and got four chimneys, two for me and two for my wife. And my wife was like, "They only have one kind, just don't worry about it." And I was like, "Okay." I swore that they had two flavors, two different kinds of chimneys, like flavors like that, are like a freaking soda. But I get there, and advertised on their little door, it said two chimneys for $5, either beef or green chili chicken. So to prove my wife wrong, I got her one of each, and I pulled it out of the bag. I said, "You sit on a throne of lies," and I gave it to her, and she's like, "Oh, cool." And I was like, "Yeah." But that's just a little side note. And so we're friends with a local weatherman here, Alan Gwynn from News Channel 10. That actually rhymes, dude. Kind of a very fitting position for him. News Channel 10's Alan Gwynn rhymes. And so we were gonna go to the Eli Young Band concert last night, and my sister was like, "So are we gonna get rained out?" And Alan's like, "It's a possibility because we are sitting at an 80% chance of thunderstorms and rain." So we're like, "Oh, great, whatever." So maybe it'll sprinkle. Like, I could tell that I'm going to a concert because every time I try to attend a concert, it rains. So pretty much, I've been to Albuquerque for 5 concerts, and it's rained 3 of the 5 concerts I've attended in Albuquerque. And so the Eli Young Band was performing tonight, so I was attending, so it rained. It just happens. So I we left Panhandle about I'll probably say about 4:30, and got back in town about 5. And we decided, my two mothers, my two sisters, my sister's friend, actually my sister's two friends, my wife and I, and my future brother-in-law. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know, my sister got engaged on New Year's Day. So my little sister did. So happy about that. So he was gonna go too. We were all gonna go eat before we went to the concert, and also my cousin Jesse and his wife Lexus joined us, but they couldn't get a ticket because it was a sold out show. Feels like Jukebox Heroes up in here, but they went to dinner with us, and we were gonna go eat at Buffalo Wild Wings because my mom's friends were gonna go to the concert as well, but they already ate, or they got to the restaurant and they were already eating. Sorry, there's something in my eye. And so we're like, okay, we should go someplace else. So we were gonna go to this restaurant, then we're gonna go to this restaurant, and then we're gonna go to this restaurant, and then finally my mom was like, "You know what? Let's just go to Aspen Creek." So we went to Aspen Creek. The other places are local joints, so if you guys are interested, one of them was Malcolm's, and Malcolm's is like a 50s diner type of thing. They serve like milkshakes and cheeseburgers and sandwiches and some of the best milkshakes I've ever had in my life. And they actually give you the old school little straw, the red and white striped straw. So it's pretty cool. And it's paper. It's a paper straw. So Malcolm's, and then Joe Daddy's, which is right next door. And Joe Daddy's is a reincarnation of Cattle Call, the restaurant that I used to work at when I was a teenager. And their food is okay. Their prices are a little, so we're like, I don't know if we want to go there. Um, and then finally, my mom was like, "Let's just go to Aspen Creek," which is I think it's a franchise, a national franchise, and they have good steak, some of the best mac and cheese I've ever tasted. So if you're ever at an Aspen Creek, order the mac and cheese and tell me if you enjoyed them, because I think it's like some of the best, if not the best, mac and cheese that a restaurant has to offer. Um, and plus, I don't know if they do it at y'all's, but here they have a Rocky Mountain Monday where you can get like a 6 ounce steak, 6 ounce steak and two sides for like $10. So it's not bad, and it's normally like 14. And then the toppings, you can get it with onion straws, onions, just straight up onions, mushrooms, and blue cheese cooked onto the steak. And normally those toppings are like $2, but on Rocky Mountain Mondays it's only $1. So there you go. But anyway, so it started. It was raining when we were leaving Panhandle, and then it would stop, and then rain, and then stop, rain, then stop. And then we got to Aspen Creek, and it wasn't raining, and then we sat down and ate, and it started raining again. And we got to the venue, and it was just pouring rain. And so we were trying to find a parking spot to go to the concert, and people were like running to their cars, and they were leaving. I'm like, what the hell? So we called my sister, my mom. My mom didn't answer. So we called my sister. My sister's like, yeah, they are in a rain delay, and they said to wait in the car for about an hour, and then they'll just have to start the show late. So we're like, okay. So we find a spot, and not a moment too soon, we find a spot, and it just starts just hail, just crazy on my wife's Prius. And it sounded like somebody, because we were parked next to a grassy field where people were parking for the concert because the parking lots were full. And it literally sounded like somebody was teeing up golf balls, like a line of people were teeing up golf balls and just swinging it and hitting my wife's Prius, because it was coming sideways. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And my wife actually like had to cover herself because she was so terrified. Like she had like covering her face and everything. I was just like, oh, that sucks. So we realized, okay, this isn't letting up at all. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna cut our losses. If they give us a refund for the tickets, they're only $20 each. Whatever, cool. So we left. So I started following my stepmom, and we had to sit in a Sefco gas station parking lot for an hour, kind of waiting for the flood to kind of pass by, because it was terrible. The flood to get to Sefco, there was a couple of spots where when I hit the water, like it literally just went over the Prius, like it washed over us like a wave, and it was like, I was like, oh god, like, I mean, I'm fine, I'm cool, but I was like worried about the Prius. I was worried about how my wife was feeling, but I was like, oh my gosh. So we sat there for an hour and parked next to my mom, and I enjoyed a Twix bar. My wife got a Snickers bar, but she didn't eat it, and both our phones were dying, so we got desperate enough. We actually went into Toot and Totem, and my wife bought 2 iPhone chargers for $50. Which I was like, you should never spend $50 on an iPhone charger. But she did regardless. I was like, okay, it's cool. I mean, I guess we have 2 extra chargers for the house, and we actually needed one, so it was actually kind of legitimate. But and then also Jess moved out. There's another update, and my wife's other friend Casey moved in. So Jess moved out, and then pretty much immediately Casey moved in. I think about a month later, and so she got a job at a local hookah lounge here in town, and she's using my car until she can get her own car. And Chris has let me borrow his old truck. So yesterday, again, perfect timing, not a moment too soon, before she left for work, the passenger window just fell into the door. I don't think it broke, it just fell, and it was like the point of no return to where we actually have to take the panel off to get the glass back up. So Casey was like, maybe it won't rain today, and so she put a towel, she folded a towel in half and covered the window and just kind of shut the door with the towel. And it rained, and it was probably the worst rain we've had in a long time. And actually not a long time, it's been raining a lot this season, so Actually, a lot of tornadoes reported around the area, and while I'm on that note, praying for the people in El Reno, Oklahoma, and I'm praying for Ohio because they had some devastating stuff happen to them, and so we get a call, or she's Snapchatting my wife, Snapchat messaging my wife, and it's like, oh, I just drove to work and the passenger side window fell off of Colin's car. I was like, of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it fall off? And so it's gone. So I have no passenger. The mirror part fell off. The mount itself is still on, and also she got there and obviously it's just pouring rain, and there's a towel there, so it's literally like the rain is like pushing off on the towel, and there was about, I would probably say about that much water at the bottom of my passenger side, back seat, and front seat, and so like my wife kept telling me, "Oh, your car's dead. Sorry, your car's done. Your car's dead. It's time to get you a new car anyway." So we we might want to start looking for a new car because your car might be dead. And so we were afraid for her to drive home, so we took Chris's truck and went and picked her up at 3 o'clock this morning, and actually stayed up till 4, watching Rick and Morty and eating Whataburger. So it's great to be a Texan, man, I tell you. And so I get the hookah lounge, and I'm like looking at my car, and I'm like, actually, I think my car's seen worse, so I guess it's okay. So we left it there overnight and just locked it. And I mean, if anybody's gonna steal anything, the most valuable thing in that car is a few CDs and a mount that I have for this here phone. But so we're just gonna let it kind of dry overnight, and the floorboards are just water about that thick, like I said. But ultimately, I think my car's seen worse, so it's no big deal. And so I kind of started looking at new cars, and I'm gonna get a Toyota. I know that's for sure. I'm getting a Toyota. I saw a Camry that looked pretty cool, and I saw a Corolla that looked pretty cool. And if they're there, like within the next month or so, because I'm starting this new job, if they're there, cool, because there's one that is a damn good deal. It's like a 2016, and it's only like $8,000. They only want like $8,000 for it. It only has like 56,000 miles on it. Gets 38 miles per gallon highway, and it just sounds like a damn good car. And it's black as my soul. Just kidding. But I just want to give you guys an update about that. If you guys want to talk about any other topic, I did have Hey Penis. I didn't come up with the name. That's what he calls himself here on YouTube. Asked me if I can do weekend food reviews, and I was thinking that might be a possibility. I could actually do that. So because during the weeks, the quality of my food reviews kind of went from here to just rock bottom when I film the food reviews at work, because the mount that I have is mounted from the mirror, and it's kind of like a silicone like little like hanger for your phone, and it rocks. And people are complaining about they're getting seasick, and they don't like the new format. And I haven't been able to stop and eat at these towns anyway, because my route sometimes, if I take a lunch, then I don't get back until like an hour past, and I'd rather get it home as soon as I possibly can. So regardless, it's whatever. So trying to go back to the old format, miss the old format like crazy. And in all honesty, I can definitely see a food review happening on the weekends. And I want to thank you guys so much for congratulating me on this new job, and also saying, yeah, you got to take care of your wife. You got to take care of your wife. Congratulations to you and your wife. You know, take care of your wife. You know, just all that good stuff. And it's just great that you guys not only care about me, but you care about my wife. Oh, there's a gnat just flying in my face. Like, what's up, dude? So, guys, thank y'all so much. Once again, I got the Spotify playlist Church 4. If you guys want a link to it, just let me know. It's already public, so you can probably just go search Church Roman numeral 4, which is IV for those of you that don't know. and you can just listen to it. It's got 90 songs, and actually, as of last night, I'm gonna add at least 3 more, and take one song out and replace it the same song, or replace the song with a song by the same artist. Is what I was trying to say. So, guys, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, call them Fort Chop. Loves y'all the most. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Give me some questions. Give me some feedback. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me know. Bye, guys.